Travis and Jason Kelce have been two of the NFL's most colorful personalities ever since they came into the league. But ever since Jason Kelce announced on January 16th that he'd be retiring from football, that spelled the end of the Kelce Brothers in the NFL. But Jason Kelce has been one of the most reliable and dependable centers in the league for his entire career in Philly. Over the course of 12 seasons, he's been a Pro Bowler 7 times, including the last 5 years in a row. And he was one of the key players on the Eagles' Super Bowl championship team in 2017. Jason's little brother Travis has also made his mark during his time in the league. The outspoken Chiefs tight end has been Patrick Mahomes' favorite target for several years now. He has a pair of Super Bowl championship rings and is gunning for a third as the Chiefs prepare to face the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 58. Even with all their success, both Kelce brothers are true competitors. They're torn between competing on the football field and hanging it up. What's next? Jason is 36 years old, has a Super Bowl ring, and wants to spend time with his wife and children. But he knows that football is an emotional game. Even though he's retired now, he's still going to miss it. As for Travis, it seems like he's got more in the tank. At 34 years old, he's slowed down a step, but he's still as reliable as ever. He catches nearly everything thrown his way. Plus, the lure of the bright lights, big-time atmosphere, and the chance to come through in the clutch has been too much for him to resist. The game of football has made him an offer he could not refuse. On a recent episode of the New Heights podcast he does with Jason, Travis was adamant that he wanted to keep playing football as long as he possibly could. He's got no intention of retiring anytime soon, as long as he can still play the game well at a high level. Plus, he loves how it pushes him. "I haven't found something outside of football that's going to challenge me like playoff football," he said. "And I don't know if I'll ever find that. And that's one of the things that will make me play this game until the wheels fall off. I know that I get to accept these challenges and these difficult games, these difficult matchups, the question of whether or not we'll prevail, and coming up big for the guys next to me." Travis said something similar earlier in the season as well, while he was a guest on the Pat McAfee Show. Back in September, when he was asked whether he was considering retiring, Travis was very direct in his answer. "Hasn't crossed my mind. I'm having too much fun coming in here fighting guys in training camp," he said. "I thoroughly enjoy putting on a helmet and just going out there and competing. There's just something you get from being out there competing on the football field that you don't get anywhere else. I like to live that dream as long as I can." But time will tell if he can keep up his production. He's pushing 35 years old, which is middle-aged for a pro football player. Not only that, Travis has a fun retirement waiting for him whenever he does decide to finally hang it up. His brother Jason is already making the most of his retirement, and this is especially true when he watched Travis and the Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills earlier in the playoffs. In fact, Jason was having so much fun that he climbed out the window of the suite he was sitting in, took off his shirt, and started chugging beers next to Bills fans as the snow was coming down. Knowing the history of the Kelce brothers and how outspoken and colorful they are, it's almost a guarantee that Travis will pull a similar stunt whenever he retires. Or is it? Is the wild man finally being tamed now that he has a new woman in his life? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, the new super couple. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have taken the football and entertainment world by storm ever since they started dating in July of last year, and they seem to be very happy after 6 months together. But if they stay together for the long haul, it's possible that Taylor could play a factor in whether Travis continues to play football in the foreseeable future. You know the old saying, behind every good man is a good woman. If they end up married, she will likely have some say in his future football and business decisions as his wife. But even if that ends up being the case, Travis will never have to work another day in his life. He's already set financially. He's got nothing to worry about. And thanks to the world's newest super couple, the NFL doesn't either. Okay, so the NFL is already set in terms of money. The league makes around $18 billion a year, but thanks to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting together, they've helped to generate an extra $330 million for the league in terms of online content, social media interaction, and merchandise sales. In fact, Travis Kelce's jersey sales alone jumped 400% and was in the top 5 when Taylor Swift attended her first Chiefs game, and Kelce was already one of the league's most popular players. This financial windfall hasn't gone unnoticed by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell either. They're happy. They seem to be enjoying their relationship. That's great in and of itself, he said. But it has connected more fans of the NFL and more fans of Taylor in some ways. To see that they have a connection, now they have a connection to our game and to Taylor. But even though he's now one half of the world's most famous couple, Travis seems to be enjoying himself. Now he's just focused on winning his third Super Bowl ring, living his best life, and enjoying Taylor's company as their relationship grows. According to Taylor Swift, the two met after a show in Kansas City on her Eras tour, and soon got to spend time together away from prying eyes, long before they ever became public. We actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for because we got to get to know each other. By the time I went to that first game, we were a couple. As for the media attention, neither of them cares what other people think, especially not Taylor Swift. "I'm just there to support Travis," she said. "I have no awareness if I'm being shown too much and pissing off a few dads, Brads, and Chads." Kelce Brothers making their mark. Even though Jason is now retired from the NFL, there's no denying what he and his brother Travis have done during their time in the league. Travis, a two-time Super Bowl champion and 9-time Pro Bowler, with a chance to add more hardware to his trophy case very soon. Jason helped lead Philly to their first and only Super Bowl title so far in franchise history, and he's a 7-time Pro Bowler. Not only that, but he showed remarkable longevity as a center. Offensive linemen take such a beating over the course of their careers that they're extremely fortunate to last a decade with a team. Jason not only lasted over a decade, but he was also one of the most consistent and best centers in the entire league for his whole career. But younger brother Travis hasn't finished writing his legacy. He'll get a chance to write the ending of this chapter when the Chiefs play in Super Bowl 58 on February 11th. If he wins another championship, he'll bolster an already impressive career for a future Hall of Famer. No matter what the Kelce brothers ultimately decide to do after they're both out of football, they have been two of the most colorful personalities, not just in the entire history of the NFL, but sports history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe button for more great content. And while you're waiting for us to crank out the next video, check out some of our other top picks here. And as always, from all of us here at Super Bowl, thanks for watching.